Hey.
See, you don't even have to hold it. You can just set it over on the bar or something, sweetie.
When we were in Santa Fe, Judy and I, that time, we took a tour of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember Don Meredith?
Yeah. Yeah, the
And
comedian.
Don,
Yeah.
Saw his house. He lives there. Oh, it's expensive over there. Property is like, ooh.
Yeah, California is just supposed to be bad.
Then what was the singer that died?
Bobby Darin?
No, he was more or less a country.
Roger Miller.
Roger Miller. He lived there. You say, oh,
That was pretty good.
Yeah, he was quite a guy. I knew his mother. I met his mother. She came to the church at the lake to see Brother Richard and his wife. They were friends in her community when they were there. But he had come to our lake church up there. So she was really sweet, and he died within 3 months after he got sick.
What did he get sick with, cancer? Or?
He had, no, what did he? I don't remember what.
I don't remember, Marvin. I believe it was cancer, though. But I mean, he was gone before you know it, and I felt so sorry for her. That's all she had.
Yeah.
He had taken her to Hawaii with them, and his wife was so sweet to her and everything.
Well, I bet she stayed close with his wife then, probably.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I bet they did. You know, they got along well. You know.
Yeah.
They did get along well, and they bought a home in Fort Worth for her, and so she's. Last I heard,
she was in Fort Worth.
She was probably 10 years my senior. So.
Yeah. So when did y'all? So I guess Nina and Judy then were born in Albuquerque, but the other kids were born here. Was Mom? Well, not here, but Houston.
St. Joseph's Hospital.
Yeah. So next was Mom, right? Yeah, Mom, Dave, and John.
Yeah, your mother was born at St. Joseph's, and I tell you what.
And Dave and John also were born at
St. Joseph's.
Yeah.
There was no Methodist then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they had the medical center.
No medical center, nothing.
That medical center could be a pain in the rear.
If you just think about it, I'm a 61 year, let's see, Kay's what, 50?
Mom will be 58 in May.
Yeah, okay.
So.
We moved in our little GI house in March, and 2 months later Kay was born.
So they had housing here even for people in the service, huh?
No.
Okay,
we bought
a house. I thought
we bought a home, a little GI home.
Oh, okay.
Little
I was out of the service.
Okay.
2 bedrooms and a living room and kitchen, and our washing machine set in the kitchen. We got one of the first that you didn't have to put through the ringer.
Yeah, you just actually did everything.
Yeah.
And
you built a garage.
yeah, and then in the service there, we lived in a GI home. I mean, a home on the base there.
It was a neat little house.
I went the 11th of December in 44. I got a permit to kill a deer up on the Indian reservation, and Mom went with me. And we got some lady down there to keep the girls, Judy and Nina, and we traveled up from Cuba, went way up in the mountains just as far as that little Ford would take us. So we made camp, and that afternoon and that night, boy, it was cold. I had bedrolls. Each one of us had bedroll.
We left the babies with Grandad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what I said. Yeah. And so anyway, we that next morning woke up real early and we made a little coffee, you know, and I don't know anything else or not. But Mom said, "I'm going with you." So I said, "Well, okay." So she had on a pair of riding boots and pants. And I told her, I said, "Now, babe, if you see anything, just punch me like this, you know. And she said, okay. So we walked off from camp, I guess 100 yards or so, and all of a sudden she said, Marvin, there's one, there's two, there's three.
They all ran.
Down the gully they went.
And we walked all over hunting them. We never did find them.
Find them again.
The only thing about it, she had on leather soles and on those pine needles up in those mountains.
Well,
I'd have to,
only warm, shoes I had.
I'd have to pull her up those heels, because she kept slipping and sliding.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
and we got back to camp about a little afternoon, and I said, well, I'm going to go way over down here and look, but you stay at home. She said, stay here at camp. And so she did, and she listened to ball game on the radio.
Army and Navy.
How funny.
That's been so long ago, but it's very real still to me. But I didn't like to be away from the kids at all.
Yeah.
And I'd get
When they're little, especially, we have trouble being away from our dogs. We don't even have kids. We worry about our dogs, so I imagine if you've got actual children, you really worry about them.
Well, Granny Bell was so wonderful, with them, and they loved her. And so she always wanted to keep them. She lived with her daughter and her husband. And so I got in the bedroll that night. Marvin didn't know it, but I cried a little bit.
Because you missed them.
I did.
Yeah.
I missed them terribly.
Then they get older and you think, I don't know why I ever missed these little brats.
I never think about that. You just remember the good things, Sheri.
Well, that's what life's all about. That's what you need to remember. No reason to remember the bad. It doesn't do you any good.
We went bullfrog gigging, Mavis and I and another fella, and he took my car and
See, he just drugged me along.
And
frog digging.
way down
Frog digging.
about 12 miles from there, and I told him we'd meet him there at night, and early in the morning.
Now, what did you do? What's bullfrog digging? You gonna eat frogs? Is that
That's a
Just save her the details. She doesn't need to know the details. She'll
I
start
guess
crying.
we get frog legs.
So,
Bullfrogs.
Just they go get bullfrogs. That's all you need to know, and they eat them.
They're a delicacy. They're expensive in the restaurants.
And I had a rifle and I had a gig, and those that I couldn't get with my gig, I'd shoot them. And I just couldn't stand it. And
That's where I get it from.
and they were just hopping, and so I'd have to put them in a sack,
I don't know why I ever consented to go.
And we walked 12 miles.
You walked 12 miles?
On that canal.
How long did that take y'all? About 3 hours?
Oh, it
4
took
hours?
about 4 hours.
12 miles one way?
One way, just one way.
So y'all had to walk 12 miles back?
No, I had a guy that went down there and met us with a car.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
I was wet from my waist down.
No wonder people were so skinny back then, walking 12 miles to go bullfrogging.
We went in a cafe there that morning and had breakfast, and then went on home.
If someone told me I was walking 12 miles for my dinner, I'd say I'm skipping dinner.
Marvin took those frog legs and he drove a major. Is that right, Marvin?
Yeah, Major Paul
Is he the one
Bidwell.
that came and cooked the frog legs?
No, that was Harold
Sergeant.
Shipley's.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was,
And I said, I don't want any of that. And when I left the house, and I said, I don't want grease all over my stove when I get back either.
but
So they cleaned it up real good.
Good for
Harold
him.
was good at that. He was a master sergeant there, and he was sergeant over all of us. So he said, Marvin, he says, I'd like to got some frog legs, get some frog legs, and I'd like to come by your house and cook them, because Harold was married, but his wife and him has separated. So I don't know where Harold was staying then, but I said, okay. So he said, I'll bring everything. So he did. And we
Can't beat that deal.
Cooked those frog legs, and boy, were they good.
Did you even eat any? Could you even eat them after that? I'd be probably the same way
Oh,
now.
no,
Just-
I don't even now.
yeah.
I don't.
They're good.
That's what I always tell
I'm
Andrew.
sure they are, and everybody says they are,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah. Just,
Nothing wrong with that.
nope.
Sometimes there's things we just don't want to try.
Like I told Andrew that he bought some quail home once. I said, I don't mind. I looked at the freezer and you see these little bitty birds. Said I can't touch them though. Do you want to cook them? It looks like you put little baby birds in there. I said, that's fine. I don't mind, but don't expect me to cook them. You bring them home. If you can cook them, great. I can't cook. I can't touch those poor little things.
I kill a lot of quail.
Yeah. Well, you know, and that's part of that. You know, that was a time too where that was.
Boy,
Saved you money on having to buy food. I'm a big old softy, but if I was living in a harder time, I just have to suck it up and do it.
That's all the meat that we would get for a long time.
And Marvin would kill turkeys, kill quail.
Ducks.
Yep. Duck is good meat.
I walked up and down that Rio Grande River and waded in it and slipped up on those ducks.
Quail were wonderful. He killed deer.
Yeah.
And
deer meat's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he killed a wild turkey, I guess it was.
Is that where those rifles are from? You used to use those to hunt, or?
Yeah.
You used to use that old 12 gauge? Is that the one?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if that was the one that I had it then or.
You bought a 12 gauge in Albuquerque.
Well, that's the one I had, I guess.
I remember we went upstairs and bought it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, Marvin came home and he said maybe there's a man over at the PX that he's just works. What was he doing? Wait on people.
He was a waiter there.
And said he's got children and a wife, and said they don't have a thing. So do you think we might fix the turkey and then invite them over for Thanksgiving?
Oh, that was nice.
And I said sure. And so bless their hearts, really, they were kind of hungry, I think. But
it's a good thing.
the little boy got up on. We just covered the table when we cleaned the dishes off and left the turkey on the table. Because in a climate like this, you know, at that time, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't going to go bad.
No.
And that little boy, he cleaned that carcass. He was hungry.
Well, you know, little kids growing, especially little boys, they need to eat a lot generally.
I tell you, he really just left the bone there, that's all.
Wow. Sad.
Yeah. Is something not many people, luckily, I mean, there's still some very poor and hungry people out there, but not as many people live like that now, thank goodness. And what's sad is the ones who do, a lot of people don't realize it.
A lot of people don't care, Sheri. They just don't care. They don't know, you know.
Yeah, they only know it's in their little surrounding environment.
They don't want to know either, though. They ignore it.
They don't know how it hurts children.
Place that we'd always stop when we left the base to go out on the range. We'd always stop at this cafe and have coffee. And so our man down at the service station, he had killed a bear. And so I asked him where, so forth and so on. He told me. So I said, I was in this cafe and I was telling, I forget what we called her, big old heavy set lady. Boy, she was big.
You call her Mom.
Mom, yeah, Mom. And I was telling her, I said, Mom, I'm gonna get me a permit for a bear permit to hunt. And she said, well, the girl that worked for her says she's got a brother that lives up out of Cuba, and says
New Mexico.
Cuba, New Mexico, and says I bet you she can tell you about it. So she called her and I talked to her about it. She said, yeah, my brother would be glad to have y'all, and I'll write and tell him if you want me to. And I said, well, do that, and I'll go when the season opens. I'll be up there. So I started out that day, and I had this little 410 that I've got now with me. So I came across a little stockyard there, and there was some mountain quail. So I got out and killed 5 of them, and I just put them in the back of the little Ford that I was driving. Went on up there, and I stopped in at the lodge there in Cuba where I was going to spend the night. Had a great big old fire and an old fireplace 6 foot tall there. So I inquired from there. I said, where does this guy live? And they told me, well, right down the road here, so forth. So I said, I think before I make reservation here, I'll go down there and talk to him, you know, I have plenty of time. So I went on down and talked to him and introduced myself to him and told him. He said, oh yeah, my sister had wrote me about you, and so, and he said, that's fine, we'll go. And he says, I said, well, he said, but no use you staying there. He said, have you made reservation or have you checked in down at the lodge? And I said, no, not yet. He said, well, it's no use you doing that. He said, just stay here with us, because we're going to leave early in the morning. So I said, well, okay then. So I said, well, listen. So I said, just a minute. So I went out there in the car, and I got these 5 quail. And I said, I killed these on the way up. And oh, I could see, man, he just turned purple almost, and shook his head, and I thought, well, something's wrong, but I didn't know what. So he reached in his pocket and got out a clipping out of the paper there, the little cute paper, and where this man, he was a deputy game warden. I didn't know he was a game warden, and it showed where he had turned in a guy and for killing quail.
Oh, you were supposed to kill quail up
You
there?
were-
It wasn't
illegally
seasoned.
they were.
You didn't know that, Mark.
No, I didn't know it. I said, well, I kind of laughed. I said, you got me. And he just stood there, and I could see, you know, that he didn't know what he was going to do about it.
Yeah.
So finally, it seemed to be 5 minutes or so.
Gosh,
Finally,
I
he
bet
said,
you were sweating too.
I was. Because this where these guys had been indicted for that. So he said, well, I'll tell you what. If you'll take those quail and go 5 miles from here, and I'll give you a shovel and you bury him. And
Then
I won't even act like I knew it. So I said, boy, I sure will. And I did. Came back, and it was dark, and I slept in a little baby bed. My feet sticking out. So that morning, he woke me up. I woke up, I was smelling that chili pepper cooking, you know, for breakfast. And so I got up, got dressed, and he had the horses mounted, so we rode horses, you know. We rode all over those mountains, but didn't see
Never saw a
anything.
bear. So you never killed a bear then?
Got in that afternoon. I said, I can't stay at this house another night. So it's late. And I said, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going back. I'm going to head in for Albuquerque. And so I did. And I came a different route back. I came through Hamas Springs, where Mason, I used to go there. And I got right at Hamas Springs, way up in the mountains, and I had a flat tire.
Oh no.
Oh, by myself, and that just the pitch dark, you know. And I thought, man. So I got out and I had my shotgun and that little 410, and I put them right by where that tire was changing, so that I could just see something get me.
Yeah, you were ready.
So I got that tire changed, and I got into the house about 2 o'clock that morning, and I was never so glad to see anybody in the world. I was, babe.
Wasn't a very fun experience, was it?
No, it wasn't.
But it was an experience.
Yes,
I mean,
a learning experience. Be careful who you tell you that you just shot a bunch of quail.
right, boy, isn't that the truth? I didn't know that they were illegal to shoot those mountain quails. They were much bigger than regular quails.
Yeah, just go
It's
bear.
like them blue quail, big.
Huh?
It's kind of like blue quail, aren't they? They're pretty big.
Yeah, big, huge.
When we moved out here, we were here, I guess, a year. When I don't know how we got to talking about a cruise, but we did.
Yeah.
Dinah, she's been on several, you know.
Oh,
How did that-
before we went.
No, that's just since we came out here.
Okay, that one. But I thought you were talking about the first one.
No. Nina and Art, we were going on a cruise. Nina said she'd get the stuff for us where we could choose, you know. She knew the travel agent and all. So, she said, I just hate to ask y'all this worse than anything, but said, do you mind if Art and I go with you? And it was down in the Caribbean, you know, we just went down those islands. It was an experience for us, but it's a fun experience. And when we went to Alaska, the year before last, I believe, Margaret, is that
Mhm,
right, 2 years ago?
mhm.
It was an experience.
Yeah, I would love to go on an Alaskan cruise for
It
beautiful.
was nice.
It's not a fun ship or anything.
No, it's supposed to be about seeing the outdoors and
It
everything,
is,
isn't it?
it
Yeah.
is. And we, let's see, the Holland Americas, what we,
Brand new,
Five
second
star.
year out.
yeah, just completed its maiden
neat.
voyage, Travis said. And so, Nana and Art didn't go with us this time, but we went on that one, and we went to the Hubbard Glacier, largest one in Alaska, and pulled within a mile of it. It's the closest they'd ever gotten.
Wow.
Yeah, closest they had ever gotten to the Hubbard Glacier.
Yes, they don't want to hit it.
And you know what, nephew?
Yeah, they don't want to slide, anything
Yeah.
slide off of there.
Create a wave.
Yeah.
If you want to experience something, now that is an experience, because
Yeah.
the captain or whoever it was on the PA system told us to look right down the side of the boat on this piece of ice, this, glacier. A seal is giving birth.
Oh, wow.
And you could see them playing on the ice everywhere, It was so sweet.
I
And
bet.
Mark and I just sit there and listen to that glacier. It just talked to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it just talked to you. That was something else. I'm not kidding.
Well, I think it's be really neat to see, because I think I hate it, but I think eventually there's not going to be much of that left on the earth.
No,
We've
no,
already
it's
taken
getting
up so
warming up
much of
and
it.
everything, yeah.
Warming up, and not just the ice, but just really places where nature
Yeah.
is still able to be like it's supposed to. We
It was
keep
a lovely
developing
trip.
more and more, and
And the boat was so nice. It had 2 theaters
it is
and
nice.
a wonderful library. I believe that library is probably as long as our house almost.
Mhm.
Martin?
Mhm.
And it was well stocked, and magazines just laid
It's
out
nice.
of all kinds. Just
About 4 or 5 different places to eat on it.
Can't beat that.
Didn't
Oh,
cost you anything,
cruises
did
always
it?
have good
And
food
all
too.
Get all the ice cream you want.
sculptures.
Absolutely.
One of Andrew's good customers loves to go on a cruise. He said he gains 10 pounds every time.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just feed you so much good
Yep.
food.
Well, you know what? It was so different than the Princess. We went on
Yeah.
the Princess first. And Malaysia, were those Malaysia men that waited on us? I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was always one to carry my tray to my
Yeah.
table. Always.
Always. Yeah, it's nice to be waited on.
Oh, it is. But a lot of older people on there
Yeah.
too.
That's
you
like-
know.
Kind of like your nanny at the hotel there, at the Trump Hotel in New York. She'd go in and out that door, cause that doorman opened that door, you know.
You just turn right
Just
back.
turn around, come right back in, and go right back in.
Oh, you bet I had to give him the address, and here we go.
That's great.
Everybody deserves to be treated like royalty every now and then.
Yeah, that's
I
the
tell you,
truth.
that's the only one I've ever been on. It's nice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you though, that hotel that we stayed in Bermuda, oh, listen, it was
Mhm.
fabulous. Oh, I mean,
The sand over there is pink.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
how
not
pretty.
white.
That's a pink color.
Oh, I bet that's pretty.
Ross Perot has a home there, and his son right by the side of him. And we took a cruise down to Hammond. Is that the name of it? Hammond?
yeah.
Of course, the hotel was staffed with blacks because it's
In the
owned by the
Caribbean.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Owned by the British.
beautiful, beautiful. That, I went swimming one time and that water, I'm gonna tell you, boy, just almost float on it.
Wow.
So,
It's
I mean,
just
it was so
wonderful.
pretty.
There was nobody was in but Judy, Bill, and Marvin and me.
Mhm.
You know,
It just
and
like
there
your
were
own little
pools.
island almost.
Mhm.
It's a family
Yeah.
thing. It really, you see a man and his wife with their children come in.
Yeah.
It was a family thing, and they had tennis courts and and
Okay.
everything.
We had to,
Golf course.
we had to choose each day that we were there, where we wanted to eat, which one of the restaurants we wanted to eat at.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah, that's boy.
They were good. They were good restaurants. Good cooks.
I bet they were.
Oh, they were first class there.
The last night we were there, State Farm treated us to a, I don't know what you call it, it wasn't a musical, but the guy that played, black man, that played Chicken George and Roots. The
Really?
movie,
Rawls, name Rawl.
Roots.
No, I'm talking about the man's name was
I
Rawl.
don't know. I have it in the album, and I don't think I have his name, but I just Chicken George.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him.
I think his last name was Rawl or
I don't
something like
remember
that.
that. He was good. He was noteworthy. Everybody knew him.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And we had dinner. Welcome. We're entertained. It was really neat trip.
First class, man, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
It was.
They,
It really
they didn't know me that I wasn't a millionaire. Didn't have a cent to my name. Sheri, you want to lay down there? I walked up and I says, "Hi fellas, how y'all doing?" Just like that, you know. And I don't want to. And they got down and that cream. It was two of them, and got in and he says, "Yo." Man, they just laughed up and stuff. He said, looked at us, both of them looked at one and I said, "You all, how y'all doing?"
Smart Alex.
Yeah, smart.
Smart Alex.
Yeah, there was. I'm gonna tell you, I just died laughing, you know, because he said, "How y'all doing?"
Something that's so normal to us,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
go somewhere else and they get a big kick out of that.
You know, "How y'all doing?"
Good old Texas slang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old Texas slang.
I remember when we were little, we used to make that homemade ice cream. That was the best stuff.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
He said,
yeah.
I remember Grandad even being over out by the pool. He had to churn
Churn
and
it.
Yeah,
churn that
churn it.
stuff. Boy,
Uh-huh.
it was good.
I think those maraschino cherries is what we put in it. We love that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, I loved any of it.
Yeah, you just loved ice
You
cream.
weren't too picky, were you?
No,
Truth
it was
be
ice
known.
cream. But that Mavis used to whip up the best ingredients. That
I don't even have the recipe anymore. I don't know.
we don't even have a freezer anymore.
No, we don't have, but we could buy a freezer, but I
Don't even know what you put in it anymore.
I don't know. I cooked it though.
Yeah.
We had a 2-gallon freezer when I was a boy coming up.
Uh-huh.
And on 4th of July, we always had made ice cream. And the first 2 gallons went real good. But the next 2 gallons we made, we couldn't take all of it. We put it on the cats. Everything around us that was
Oh, because you had so much ice
so
cream.
much ice cream.
I'm surprised you didn't finish it off, Granddad.
No, I couldn't.
You ate as much as you could,
I
huh?
ate all I could.
Really?
And we'd make boiled iced tea, you know. And the ice was different, you know. We didn't have a refrigerator or anything.
You had a little ice
Black
box.
ice.
Yeah, the ice
Black
man
ice.
come by and they'd always get 100 pounds of ice, block of ice.
Ice cream and iced tea, huh?
Yeah, ice cream and iced tea, boy, I'm gonna tell you.
Couldn't wait for the 4th every year. Forget about Christmas. This is the 4th of July.
Here.
Sheri, this place where I buy this stuff is the Accessory Touch.
Oh, okay.
Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, I haven't been here and love it that much, so no.
Would you like to go?
Well, maybe we'll go down there later. We might just do that later. I don't know.
Well, I'm just going to find out first if you thought you might like it.
I don't need any more jewelry. I love jewelry,
No,
but I got so much that it's just like,
No, I don't
Oh,
need
you
anything.
got-
But I have the hemp dresses and
yeah,
what
neat things.
the way out things. You know, they're
Yeah.
really
Some nice stuff.
it's good stuff, but it's not expensive like this watch, $20.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
About G one.
Good old Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, your new favorite, huh?
I gave Kaylee and Judy and Bill grab bags that year.
That's always fun.
They're fun. I don't know what to get people. You know, they have
Oh,
everything.
it's hard. It is. It's very well to know exactly what people want, and you know, like I know this year we bought Kaylee a game for her birthday, but the year before we just sent her some money. So I didn't know what to get her, but I thought, well, she'll have. I know Ron said she liked to go to that Build-A-Bear, so I think that's what they did. Ron said she had a ball, got to build her own bear, and so you know, it was
Who
the
is
perfect.
this?
It's a little store they have in the malls in
I mean,
Houston.
who's
Kaylee.
Oh,
Or
Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Okay.
Yeah. since I can't see her.
Yeah.
I send her stuff.
I sent her a little red skirt
Oh, but that was cute.
and little top.
She looks
To
cute
go with
about
it.
anything.
For Valentine, oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does. But Kay's just, she loved this bangle stuff, you know, just.
Oh yeah, right. She got
So-
got that from Mom. She loves jewelry.
We sent her a bracelet
Mhm.
for Christmas. Judy was with me when I bought it, and she bought one too. It had red stones certain places,
Uh-huh.
but it was different. It wasn't just
Yeah.
the run of the mill,
I
you know.
bet she loved it.
Oh, Kay says she wore it all the time.
Yeah.
So for Valentine, I bought this little red scarf.
Mm-hmm. To wear with a bracelet.
Little top. Oh, and Kay called me on the way to get therapy. She says, Mother, she's with me and she has it on and she looks like a doll.
I bet she did.
I just love to see her in it because
Nanny bought her a tiara.
I remember
yeah,
that.
when she was born,
I remember that.
she
Little
probably wear
princess.
it to her wedding because it was good.
It was very pretty. I still remember it. It was a very pretty tiara. Tiara, whatever you say that. I'm not sure exactly if I pronounced that right.
Tiara.
Either one.
Yeah,
It's all
whatever.
good.